So, a thing I was calling about for a good while, the possible tone scheme, I suppose you would call that's the right way to phrase it. So, basically, recycling your bottles you buy in the shop. Take, for example, this water bottle. You pay an extra 50 cents, take, for example. It's a deposit, more or less. So, the deal is that when you go into a shop, you buy this. Like, this has gone up by 50 cents. So, that 50 cents is put in deposit, to take for example. Along with, say, you pay two something, right, take, for example, this bottle in one shop, and you go in as an extra, it's €2 and 50 cents, right? Usually would probably be only €2, but now it's extra 50 cents. See, the thing is, you bring the bottle back and you deposit it in the recycling kind of machine. It's kind of it is very fancy, the machines now. Some of them work, some of them don't work, but in theory, it's a good idea. Like, because again, it's to stop. It been fucked out the window. To be totally honest with you, because I see it every day of the week. Like, we come across hundreds of them kind of buckets, like water buckets, Lucas buckets, etc., etc. It's insane. We should the first of all, the thing that should never happen. It should have happened. We should have never got rid of the glass box. First of all, that was the biggest mistake ever back in the day that they did. Instead of the plastic, but plastic's cheaper and stuff like that. But it's good in theory, but there's a lot of holes. There's a lot of things that don't work properly. Like, take for example, one thing particularly, for me particularly, I had to go into town in Cavan Town because there's none in Buttersbridge, there's some in Belturbet. In the big towns that have them, not all shops have them. So, take for example, take for example, right. I have to go on a bus with loads of bags, if I had loads of drinking bottles like that, and have to haul them around the place basically. So it's not good in that way. For elderly people, take for example, etc. Don't have cows because not everybody has cows. The government have to think of that. So it's not good in that theory for older people because it's alright if you have a cow, you can pull up straight to nearly to on top of the thing if you wanted to. But it's not good in that theory. But the next thing I'm going to talk about too, we should probably, so the government should probably think, because there's a huge amount of money being given to the government because of this, because nobody's claiming their deposit and it's going to the government. They'd be totally answer hundreds of millions probably. Because it's not going, in some places it's doing well than other places. But take for example, I have two bins out here. I pay 50 something a month for my green and black bin. Now, the green bin is the recycling bin now, and I usually it's full, my recycling bin, etc. So what I suggest, particularly with its bottles and stuff like that, you can recycle and stuff. The government, and along with oxygen and stuff like that, should knock off, say, €10 off your bill for, because you're recycling. Because again, the day you are recycling, the same way as you recycle in the shop. So that should be that was never thought of. So I'm still paying the full price, even though I give 50 cents deposit here and 50 cents deposit there. You know, you're losing out on your 50 cents. If you add it up, you know, you might be looking at every month or so, you could be looking at 20, 30, €40 for buying drink cartons and stuff like that, or milk, not milk cartons, but you know, Lucas boxes and even the packets and stuff like that's gone up, etc. You know, you get what I'm saying. That was never thought of. We should probably look into something like that when you have a recycling bin, because some people just have a black and they don't have a recycling bin. Like, when you have a recycling bin, it's 10. When they knock €10 off your bill or knock €15 off your bill, when you recycle stuff and stuff like that. That should be it. But then I never thought about. But but in theory too, it's a lot of people don't see it worth to be done. Like, it only gives out 50 cents in some cases, maybe 20 cents in some cases too. But it's good in theory because we do have to deal with, and this is the main thing, that we have to deal with the amount of things that's just been fucked out the windows of cows into the countryside and stuff like that. Because it is unreal. It is unreal. I see it every day. I could nearly write 3 or 4 books on it. Like, it's madness to see. And it's not even that. We're destroying our own country, our own countryside, etc. A beautiful country with lovely green fields and stuff. It's just all turned into rubbish basically nowadays. And it's not even that. It takes years for these bottles to decompose into the ground, and they're harmful for the environment, of course, too. You know, green powder, Eamon Ryan, the new Eamon Ryan and stuff like that. But I'm not talking about, you know, we should fucking kill all the cows or something like that. I'm not like that now. But no, but everybody can agree it's not good. If it's not good luck for tourists coming to the county or the country to see just rubbish fucked everywhere. We're not a third world country. I know in some cases we probably are, but you know, we're not countries that just fuck the rubbish out in the middle of the road and wets and stuff because it causes diseases, causes vermin, etc., etc. We have to be civilized, you know, with the modern world, etc. But you get what I'm saying. So there's a lot that could be changed, and I think in one of my lives when Shawnee mentioned it too, but I don't know. I have never experienced it. That the charger return deposit or something like that. They could do in some places. I haven't seen any proof of that yet, not to my knowledge yet. I would look into it a bit more. Maybe in some places, there's some parts of the country that could do it, like the charge for 10 cents for returns or something like that. It's possible because it is Ireland. You have to remember. The government always trying to fuck you over, basically. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that because I only use the once now to be done, but I'm going by my experience. One of them you have to put them in a different way and stuff like that. It is a lot of bullshit to the same, but it's Ireland bureaucracy, of course. Nothing's ever easy in this country. If it was easy, then it'd be a lovely country, but nothing's ever easy, unfortunately. Everything's just banjoed. But yeah, no, it's good in theory. This is my end point here. There obviously needs to be a good bit more discussion about it, and how we can improve it, etc. Because there's always room for improvement, especially in this. It's not been thought out properly. As I say, about green bins and stuff like that, like people who pay the deposit in the shop, they just put it in the green bin, and they're losing the money and they're paying more for the bins, etc. Because the price of I'm with Oxygen, take for example, they put the prices up by €5 extra, which is soon. So I'd probably be paying 60 something euro a month for bins and stuff like that for 2 bins, which you're insane. But not even that, if you recycle stuff and stuff like that, in my opinion, it should be cheaper. It should be a bit cheaper your price for recycling. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say about it, but in theory, it's something we probably will have to do eventually, because I know the countries like, for example, Finland, in Norway too, in Denmark, all about recycling, etc., etc., etc. And recycling is important for the environment too. Do we use stuff? You often see just when I'm here, you often see on YouTube and stuff like that, things being made that used to be old train carriages and stuff, take for example, in the 1940s, 1950s, and they're retired now, and they use them as hotels, etc., etc. They use different things that we use and recycle, that we use instead of just fucking it out. They use it for something else, to use it for purpose. It's the same in many, many things, and it's good to see, because we do need to use, we can't just constantly, build more, use things that, say for example something's useful, you don't want to just fuck it out and say it's not useful, because it could be used for something. Aim and wine 2.0, but anyway, let me know what you take, subscribe for more, and bye.